Alright, back again. This time I'm going to be going for the collector's key. So first I'm going to do a little bit of exploration in Fog Canyon. When I'm done there, I'm going to head over to Queen's Garden for the first time in this run, and then if I can do this in a fairly timely fashion, I'll also go fight the collector. So it's a love key, technically, is what it's called. The Queen Station is where I'm going to start out here. I'd considered Green Path, but I'm really just trying to avoid Green Path for reasons. Double checking. Okay, so if I'm going where I'm going, it's going to completely change the build I want. Okay, I want to be efficient about spell casting. I will take some risks with a Fragile Charm because I want to be tough. And outside of that, you know, efficient healing wouldn't hurt at all either. Yeah, so Fog Canyon is just one of those places where it's really easy to die. A lot of things do 2 masks of damage, and I want to be able to heal 2 for every 2 they do to me, so I just take my time through here, try and avoid hitting the Umas. However, you can use them up, and this is why I didn't bother putting on a Soul Gathering Charm. Instead, I'm planning to just freak out, apparently, and make mistakes. No, that's not what I'm planning to do. What I'm planning to do is Dream Nail Umas for soul. It shouldn't be as much of a problem as it just looked like it was. Might just have to collect my head here. This is the easy way over to Queen's Garden. Could just go straight there, but there's stuff I want to do while I'm here. There's a charm notch to get still, and I want to get that. I just did the spell thing again. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. There we go. Come on. Oh, right. That's pretty good. I don't have a whole lot of soul vessels right now, anyway. I gotta remember that I've got Shade Cloak now, so I can pretty easily get by these, even if, you know, I'm just gonna heal up that 1 mask. I can pretty easily get by these, even if they're in my way. Except apparently, I'm also pretty good at just navigating into them. Yeah, I know where that is. One of the things here is I'm also here to get the map. Wow. And I'm just flubbing all over the place. So I'm not Fireborn. I'm not some crazy speedrunner who's got perfect, you know, control over the night. It only gives you those videos where they get it exactly right. Because I'm sure that even these fantastic, high-end, played this game too much players, I'm sure they even, you know, make the odd mistake and bump into a jelly. So, there we go. I've got Shade Cloak. I know I've got Shade Cloak. Been noticing the darkness. Oh, and I've got Isma's here as well, so let's just take the easy road. There's that Shade Cloak at work. Okay. Yeah. Watch, I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna heal right now. And then, like, immediately bump and take 1 damage from something, but there we go. Here's Cornerfin. So, I'm here to get this, the map, and then I know from here, without even looking at the map, but I will anyway. I know where I want to go from here. 2 places. Woo! I want to go over this way. easy soul here. Right. And this is why I wanted to be spellcasting, because there's nothing quite like avoiding those without having to potentially take one to the face. I'm gonna go this way. And then just past here. I can't remember if it's right behind that. No, it's through here. Through here. This. It's really, really helpful to have things like Spell Twister coming in here. You know, and again, come here. Filling up your soul gauge. Be a dream now. It's good. It's good. Detonating as many as you can without actually, you know, using your face to do it. Also good. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll fill up my soul gauge again. Just be careful in here. There's no need to rush. Use your dream now. Fill up that soul. And there's a good reward for getting through this. It's for me it'll be my 10th out of 11 possible charm notches. For you it might be a different number when you get here, depending on what you've done otherwise. Boom, boom, all that noise in the distance is great. Stand back a little bit here. Cast another spell to get through there. Get that charm notch. That feels good. I don't think there's anything else in here. So you notice I'm not getting touched. You can get blown up and knocked around and end up hitting 3-4 of these before you know it, if you're not careful. So, just take your time. Cast spells. Blow them all up well outside of the range. It's the best way to do this section. I'm gonna go from here down to the Teacher's Grove, which is just below here, below where Cornifer was. Cornifer was through here. Another one of these. Quick look at the map. Oh yeah, I've got another charm notch now, so I can actually go equip another notch worth of charms. I'll figure something out for it. There's also a wall I can break over here. There's a grub I can grab. Grab grubs. And I won't need the fragile heart anymore, so I'll take that off. I'm in the right spot, yeah? Okay. Spell Twister is not a charm I have traditionally loved very much, nor is Deep Focus, but I'm not gonna lie, in a position like this, they're both real great. Alright, just rocket boots from here. Thought I had to go into the wall. Boom, grub. Good old Quarrel is right here. So this is actually where one of the Dreamers resides. I'm not actually going to go after the Dreamer right now. We'll do that in another video. It's not a particularly hard fight at this point in the game, but I want to do some other things. I won't need that. I probably won't need that or that moving forward. Go back to my relatively normal build because I'm getting out of here. I don't want to be in this area any longer. Is that going to be good? That'll be good. Or... no, we want to... yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be around a lot of spikes. Maybe I do want that. Sometimes you can... no. No. We won't do that. We'll do this. So... there. Gonna leave here. We'll be back, Coral. sometime soon. So the Umu fight, Quarrel helps out with. You really gonna have to wait for him to define all of your timing in that fight. So there's two ways we could go from here. I'm gonna go the low path. You could go over via Overgrown Mound, which you notice is already on the map because I went there to get a spell much earlier in the game. Anyway, I'm gonna go this path because it's closer to the things I want. Like I say, I'm here for the love key more than anything. Once I have that, I'm gonna peace out of this zone and head over to Kingdom's Edge. So, something I had figured out a little bit ago, but apparently isn't super common knowledge, is those spiky fellas. They will not produce additional spikes after they die if you kill them with a spell. But if a spell was in there and it wasn't the thing that killed them, as you can see, they still produce spikes. So, yeah, it's just something to keep an eye on. Spell builds are great. Oh, hey, Cloth. Cloth is in here to find something to fight. Something that will eventually come back here to fight ourselves. Oh, I just realized I don't have Shaman Stone on. So, this could go better. I originally didn't want Shaman Stone on because it didn't matter how much damage I dealt. And I didn't think about putting it on when I was leaving. Oh well. I can take these guys without it. I think. Wrong nail art. That's okay. You get them both in one place like that. Get some real efficient hits in. Okay. So we got some corner for evidence here. I'm gonna go over and get another map. Might as well, right? We're here. Plus it will help me avoid getting confused and lost. Oh, right, that's the way down. Speaking of confused and lost. This place is almost always do the platforming at least once, and then after the platforming's been done. Oh, yeah. Then you can find the easy way out. We'll buy this map too. Now I've got Queen's Gardens, and the place I'm going is not the bottommost, but the one above it on the right. And you need Ismist here to get it, which I have, so we're good. Alright. And there's a bench here, so I can actually change up these charms a little bit. I'm not going to get much use out of Quick Slash. You know what? That's not doing me a whole lot of good with the things I have on. We'll do this. Where I've been using nail arts do not stack with nail length multipliers. They already have their own set length, which is greater than your standard nail length. So when you do that, what do I need to do to get down there? Oh, I think I need to go up and around to the left. Yeah, I think so. That happened. Okay. Oh, that was... I don't think there's any... Oh! Fool Eater. Fool Eater got me. Being kind of silly here, but I don't think there's... Oh, no. No, there's... Oh! Wow, that sucked. There. Punish that guy for hurting me. Down this way. Another Fool Eater right there. And he did his job. Yep. He spooked me right into the thing. So we'll do it this way this time. There. Alright, step out. Dash. Spells are good. There. This is what I needed to open to get where I want to go. Break that to get back. Right through here. I saw some speedrunner stunt where somebody fell and took spike damage there and teleported through the floor and did some crazy stuff. I don't know. That's one of those things that might get patched, or maybe I've just never been lucky enough to have it happen and notice exactly where it is. Either way, it's not the sort of thing I'm here to teach or demonstrate in my videos. I'm just the normal, everyday kind of repeatable things are more my goal. Plus, there's a whisper right there. Yeah, make a habit of getting them. Plus, I will do some skips, but any skip I do is gonna be one that makes the game, in my opinion, easier. And I'll try to remember to explain it when I do it, that it is a skip and how it's performed. And not ones that are super high precision. I like to think that I'm a relatively normal player in regards to that sort of thing. Where I think I might be above average player is my memory of things, like attack patterns and stuff like that, as opposed to just having wicked reflexes or timing. Naturally, I just start to remember what telegraphs bosses have, stuff like that, and platforming. So I've never gotten through the Path of Pain. I haven't finished the Pantheon of the Night, let alone the Pantheon of the Hollow Nest. But I'm working on those things. One of these days I'll feel like going for the Path of Pain again. I haven't tried that in quite a while. I've gotten quite far, but inevitably so frustrated I stop. There's going to be one more of those, I think, on the way out. Yep. There you go. Throw spells. Win. Okay, and then there's a breakable wall down. That'll take me back over to the right, and I can get out of here. And I can head over to the collector. Breakable wall, which takes us back to an area we've been before. These mossy vagabond. First time we encountered them, they were alive and, you know, somewhat enthusiastic. There's a couple other things to do here too, darn it. One of which I kind of want to do. But I don't want to go to Deep Nest. It's not that I'm afraid of it, like, I'm well set up for it. Just, it's going to take time. It's a video of its own. For sure, I don't want to be spending a bunch of time in Deep Nest right now. You can get to Deep Nest, I've probably mentioned this before, you can get to Deep Nest as soon as you can get through here, basically. I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little on the brutal side if you're not already fairly upgraded. At this point in the game, I would have no problem going through it, but it's just not my preference. I want to get the collector's map, because then we know what grubs we're missing as we go, or not. You know, we can actively be looking for them on the map everywhere we go. It's a useful item to have. I'm a fan of getting it as early as one can. Not that this is particularly early in the game. It would be easy enough at this point to just go defeat all the layers and bosses of the Dreamers, take the Dreamers out, and kill the Hollow Knight, but that's not the path I'm choosing to go. Going this way. So we're at about 15 minutes so far. This is going to be no problem for me to also take out the collector. I've got that, yeah. Okay. It's not a boss I have a particular... Oh, right, this is where we started. and I want a loop. Took me a second to register that. Alright, we're gonna go this way. And after getting the collector's map, it's gonna be, let's see. Against the collector. Not gonna have a whole lot of time for that. Or that to be useful. Don't have another bench between here and there. So I'll take that off. I don't want that. He's kind of zippy. Having more reach is going to be good. More spells is going to be more important than more powerful spells. So I think I'll go this route. I think my soul generation will be enough that I don't need another soul generating charm. But Spell Twister will be good. So I can pop a few spells off back to back. A couple ways I could go there. I'm going to take from the bottom route. It's probably safer to take the route from the top, but maybe a little faster too. I don't know. Whatever. It's not the way I'm going. So the Tower of Love. I could have. I don't think I did. I could have opened this up earlier. One of the times I was already up. I didn't. These doors can be opened, but they're not right now. I'll open them before I fight the collector, just in case. If something goes wrong, it's nice to have a shortcut back to everything. Yeah. That Marker Pride it's gonna feel good. Oh yeah, we already have one shortcut available now anyway. This area right here. It's got some acid, but Isma's Tear says, you can go through that, no big deal. Aspids are, as always, a hit once, move away situation. Or throw a spell at them, move away situation, as you prefer. These big fellas. I think this is just a kind of silly thing. Yeah, there's a bot here. Belongs to a very big bug that the other end of him is up a couple zones. He's very long. Friendly guy. He doesn't mind swatting at his butt. I don't want to get into it, but it seems to be okay with him. Whatever. No kink shaming. Alright, we're there. We're over top of where I want to be. So you just have to go straight left. And then... Ooh. Through that. Yeah, we're good here. Let's get this geo I've apparently never bothered with until now. Down here. And in here. Now you can go through that door right away and up and go get the collector, or open this door just in case you die. Collectors get jars laying around everywhere. Some of them have living things in them, such as grubs or vengeflies. Apparently vengeflies can live a long time in a jar. Who knew? I know in a mosquito, it'll die fast. Oop. But a vengefly... Can you dream nail it? No, you can't. Not while it's in the jar. That would have been neat. You hear the laughter? That's a crazy old... collector here. This is probably a mistake, yeah. Get in there and swat him. Swat at him as soon as you can and keep going. Watch out for things that are falling. If you see an aspid, I'm not kidding, nuke it. Choose the nuclear option. I probably shouldn't be throwing too many spells at the collector himself. But, you know. Can you dream that? I was not quite close enough when he staggered. He's coming at me. Oh, impact damage is the worst. Aspids are also the worst. There you go. So you can get a heal in sometimes. Usually you want to wait for a stagger. Sometimes that happens in a stagger though, and there's an aspid that you have to take out. Quick slash and Quick slash and Mark of Pride are real great here, not gonna lie. Oh, I got him. There we go. I was a little worried there that I wasn't gonna. Oh, my love. It must be. Oh, hey, I'm getting away with juicing up here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's a creature still alive over there that the game wants me to kill before he'll despawn, or I can just beat the heck out of him. But either way, I'm just gonna take advantage of this situation. Hey, what the shit? There's somebody on my deck, and that is not comfortable for me. My deck is on a second story. Okay then. Anyway, moving on. I've since off my deck. Yeah. Well, that's recorded now. Anyway, lots of dream mailing to get. Get my soul there. Yeah, and then the reason we're here. Get the collector's map. Yeah, boom, done. And that's gonna wrap this up for me. We're gonna take that collector's map. Oh, I guess I'll, show what's going on. Seems like whatever was going on out of my patio is over. Still a little bit on the nervous side. That was not the most comfortable thing to have to be this week. Alright, so now we got that collector's map. I'll take a little look at it and count up some grubs at the King Station here. So, oh, we've got right, there's one not far from here, just in a little house, and then there's another one up in the center screen there by the spire that leads up to the one of the dreamers here, the Watcher Knights and the Dreamers. Those ones down there are accessible via the Hive. All three of these here, actually, that are on the screen. So we'll go to Deep Nest at some point soon to access the Hive. Done pretty good. There was one we could have gotten in Queen's Garden. Actually, three in Queen's Garden. That I wasn't particularly feeling. Actually, no, one of those is where is one of them? Two of them are Queen's Garden, and I think the third might technically be Green Path, but accessed via Queen's Garden? I don't know. Looks like we've done pretty good in general. Haven't missed many. I'm going to take that marker off because that's one I already dealt with. Yeah. You know what? I'll do a little quick trip over to the Grubfather. Yeah, see what I get from him. Because I think we might... I didn't count how many we're missing, but I think it's probably 15 or less, or 15 or fewer, grammatically. Anyway, 15 or fewer would mean that we're going to get the pale ore. When we hit 31. And then at a later time, we'll hit 46 and get Garblefly's Elegy, which is a great charm. It's one that I was real skeptical about at first, but if you can get the lifeblood on top of it, or there's a couple of situations where it becomes exceptionally good. Enemies that you just don't want to be near. However, it's not super compatible with like a spellcaster build because it's damage without soul. However, it generates a lot of damage for you. Great for things like the Delicate Flower quest, though. Oh, that's probably pale ore? Yeah, it is. Isn't too far off. A lot of geo. I can probably spend soon enough if... Oh, yeah, I've got some ideas for what to do with that. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head back to Dartmouth and wrap it up. I'll tell you about this. If you break this sign, right here, and then you Descending Dark in here, you may find a little NPC. Unfortunately, you'll find the corpse of said NPC. You can spot him otherwise. You just... As far as I know, he can't be dream-nailed. He's just too fast. Gets away every time. And he can be killed and you get a journal entry if you kill him by Descending Darking your way into the thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm hoping you won't too, because you have a soul. Alright? Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Or whatever time of day. For me, it's night.